coming to you with a video. If you see the title, it says guard your ear gates and eye gates. And why I want to talk about that is because right now we are living in a time and place where, depending on what you're listening to, depending on what you're watching, you either going to think that is doom and gloom, or you're either going to see a lot of financial prosperity. What do I mean? So I'm no expert on this, but right now there's a big talk about the supply chain. There's a big talk about what's going on out there in the ports. And if you don't know what the ports are in the United States, there are different seaports where things come overseas. Right now, I was at the doctor's office today and the news was on, because I don't really listen to the news, but the news was on and it was talking about one of the largest seaports in the country. There's a backlog. They're not allowing for ships to come in, and on those ships are goods and services that people need. Now, once again, no expert on this, not no expert in ecom, not going to talk about ecom, not going to talk about supply chain, but that would cause a person to panic, because right now I get preparation. I understand. You know, they're saying there's going to be a shortage on water. They say there's going to be a shortage on food. There's going to be a shortage on toilet tissue, what have you. And by all means, you do what you have to do for your family to be able to have the necessary things that you need. But on the other side of all that doom and gloom, there's a lot of prosperity going on. What do I mean? Well, today is Tuesday. On Tuesday, I listened to a live call that's for individuals who are in the industry of providing financing. Similar to myself, either helping people get credit, helping people be able to get access to funding. And so on these calls, there are lenders all over the country. Every video that I do, I always say, as of this date, once again, I'm going to say it again, disclaimer, there's no run on the money. There are no shortages. So what does that mean? I listened to a lender today say that they're lending money. This is a direct lender. They primarily deal with individuals who are in the real estate industry. They went through their whole song and dance of how they can help individuals secure funding to invest in real estate. With that being said, the minimum that they're looking to fund is $400K. So they pretty much said anything that is under $400K, they don't want to mess with. Now, one would think, okay, if there is a shortage coming on or going to happen, why are there lenders, or why are there financial institutions, or why is it that there's money moving and circulating, and there's people who are willing to lend on it, and they want to lend, and they want to lend big, but yet still there are certain people who are tapped into a conversation where people are telling them, clutch your pearls, make sure you got your supply, there's going to be a run on the money. The point that I'm making is that guard your ear gates and your eye gates. Whatever's going on at the end of all of this, every 10 years, big changes happen. Let's think about 10 years ago. 10 years ago is 2021. 10 years ago was 2011. Am I right? No. Yeah, 2011, because it's 2021. Think about what exists now that didn't exist in 2011. We can think about, Venmo. We can think about Cash App. PayPal was still, wasn't around. But you think about all the financial intermediates that that are around now that didn't exist back then. Let's not even talk about that. Let's think about social media. So 2011, what didn't we have? Um, Definitely didn't have Clubhouse. YouTube has made lots of changes. Facebook has made lots of changes. Twitter has made lots of changes. Instagram, if it was around, it was probably in the infancy stages. The point that I'm making is that every 10 years, change happens. What are you tapped into? And so during these times, guard what you listen to and what you are allowing into your sphere of understanding. Because you are either going to be that person who's going to clutch their pearls, or you either going to be that person who is going to move to expansion. And what do I mean by that? Just to bring it all to, wrap it up and bring it all together. Money is still moving. Credit is still being extended out. Funding is still being, extended to individuals. Those who are in financial position to reap those rewards, you can still win. I think on the last video I talked about a client of mine, helped them get over 90K. Right now they're in, going through the closing process. They're in escrow, and that person is about to purchase a home that is a duplex, and they're going to get a monthly check from 2 units because it's a duplex side by side. No mortgage. No mortgage. They literally are it's going to use the funding. And so now they're not in a 30-year fixed mortgage. And now, for those who understand the velocity banking strategy, immediate velocity banking strategy can happen. Because imagine with a free and clear home that you're getting rents from, what could you do? You could pull out equity and put a HELOC against it. You can do the burst strategy and pull equity out, or you can get a line of credit and be able to write a check for another property. And that, my friend, is some of the moves that are going to be made by individuals who lock in to expansion and not listen to those who are retracting. You're either going to expand or you're going to retract. But my thing is this: do it with understanding, financial understanding. I tell everyone, if you are looking for a debt-free strategy on, investing in real estate and the conversation of credit and funding makes your stomach turn, then I'm not your person. Because I understand that in this country, there are rewards for owning real estate, leveraging credit, the tax write-offs, the financial rewards are endless. Even with everything going on with the supply chain and the shortages, they say, and at the end of the day, people always gonna need somewhere to live. And so, are you in that number? Are you positioning yourself in that number to be able to win? And so, what I want to say to you as we embark into a new year, 2022, if you haven't quite figured out how to leverage credit, like I said, as far as I know, as of today, there's no run on the money. If you're still trying to figure out how you can leverage business credit to be able to invest in real estate. Now, once again, I just want you to think for a second. There is no way that you can invest in real estate with business credit with just having a built-up business credit profile. The point that I'm making is that most of the people out there are teaching you how to build a business credit profile. The Dun and Bradstreets, the Net 30s, the Paydex, and I get it. They're telling you that that is what you really need. And my answer to that, take that to the bank. Take that built up credit profile and take it to the bank. Wherever you bank, it could be a credit union, it can be a regional bank, it could be a national bank. Take that to the bank and tell me how much money they're going to give you to invest in real estate. I'll wait. Leave a comment under this video. I'll wait. It doesn't exist. So the point that I'm making is that I'm going to be doing a workshop in a few weeks, and I'm going to be sharing with people the process that I take my clients through, so you can reap the rewards of the example of what I said, of how I'm helping individuals leverage business credit to invest in real estate. This is not, no, I'm going to help you build business credit. That's not what this is. That's not what this is. Half of the people out there who may be watching, they may already know how to do that. That's not what this is. This is how to actually get access to cash and credit to be able to leverage to invest in real estate. And when you couple getting cash flow with it, it is a no-brainer. But once again, are you part of a conversation of expansion, or are you part of a conversation of attracting? Which one? Because it's all about what you're tuned into and what you're listening to. So if you want to know more about the workshop that I'm having, you have to be on my email communication list. The best way to get on it is to go to www.helpmegetbizcredit.com, and that will put you on my email communication list for you to learn more about it in the next couple of weeks. So once again, this is Lorelia. Like I said, we are in some very trying times, and you want to be very careful of what you're tuned into and what you're listening to. So once again, this is Lorelia. Talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.